Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. SHEGLAM has expanded their range in at Kmart, or Kmart have expanded SHEGLAM's range. They've gone from having just a few small items to having, I want to say, well over 100 now. Picked up a heap for you of products that I haven't tried. So, before we get to that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go see if any of this is any good. I just wanted to put my glasses on so I can have a look at everything that I have got here. Okay, I picked up a couple of different primers. I've grabbed the smaller size of the Grip and Hold Good Grip Hydrating Primer. Not sure if I'll use that yet, because I did also pick up, I don't know if I need this, my face is pretty hydrated. I picked up the Melon Melt Niacinamide Serum Primer, Nourishing Radiance. Now, these prices are a bit higher than what is at Kmart, and I see a lot of people complain about that. Than what is on their website, but you don't have to wait for them. You can go in, you don't have to do a minimum order and pay for shipping, so there is that. Obviously it is all up to you. This is going to be super hydrating. This has glycerin, Saccharomyces, ferment, niacinamide, arginine. This sounds like it's going to be quite a good primer. This is a really cute little, this doesn't feel cheap, this feels really nice, the glass bottle that it comes in. So that's how it looks. It doesn't really, okay, I'm wondering if it's meant to be similar to the watermelon, which is what I think it is. They haven't said, but I think this is like, oh my god, why am I gone so blank? The dewdrops. Watermelon dewdrops. Oh my god, why can't I think of who that is? Glow Recipe. Far out, that was painful. So they don't say that that's what they're like. And I don't currently have the normal dewdrops. I had the bronzing ones, which I didn't like. I loved the normal dewdrops. But this is juicy. I mean, you can see. Super hydrating. That's not bad. It is very familiar from memory. It's been probably a good 18 months since I've had, probably 2 years since I've had the dewdrops, but right, yeah, that's got to be what it is meant to be like. I think I'm missing a couple of products for a complete full face. I didn't get a concealer, which is fine. So, that being the case, let's try this grippy primer. As I said, I only got the small tube. I've got a few grippy primers. This is more watery than the ones that I have. It probably feels, texture-wise, it probably feels a bit more like the Milk one than the Elf does, because the Elf is a bit, to me, feels a bit heavier than the Milk. Oh, and even the, is it Maybelline or CoverGirl that does the Jelly Grip? So let's leave that for a second. I can feel the, It's funny because the air's hitting it, and obviously I haven't dermaplaned my face in a little while. I mean, I do my goat hairs all the time, but I can feel it on my facial hair. Yep, she's grippy. So it gives it that bounce. Right. So that's... Now we have... This one I've been interested to get. It is... I can't read it. It's a cushion foundation. This is the Lock and Go Long Lasting Cushion Foundation. 48 hours long lasting matte finish. I got the shade Nude. So this is it. She feels, it's interesting, she feels quite solid. Standard cushion. Let's get this off. Okay, we know the deal with cushion foundations by now is, which way do I go? That way. Is put your fingers like this, 2 in, 1 over the top because it pulls it tight then. Press into the cushion, close your lid and get the excess off on there and start tapping. If I just pull, see, I don't like pulling, you've got to pat with these. Jelly's beside me. She's very excited this morning. Now, this will get a decent bit of a wear test because I'm going outside for quite a few hours to watch Samuel play football. Also, while I think of it, I don't know what happened. I haven't gone back and had a look because I don't have it anymore anyway. The video that I did with the dupes apparently got cut off at the end. It wasn't when I was uploading it, so I'm not sure what happened, but I don't have the storage to keep those files. So it uploaded, as far as I knew, it uploaded fine. It looks like it's cut off the very, apparently it's cut off the last bit. I started doing my lips, and in what I saved was a roundup video at the end of the day, how it looked at the end, which was fine. So, you know, but if you watch that, I had a couple of people asking me what makeup I was wearing in my favourites and fails. It was that makeup. So nobody picked up that I had a dupe face. So don't mind me, I'm just tap, tap, tap. That's quite a nice finish. Like, I've got to start working on this little bit of pigmentation here. That's really nice. Just bring it down the neck and just over the ears. That's a really pretty finish. Cushion foundations just sort of are. Now it says that it's a matte finish. It's a natural matte, I would say, because I'm still seeing a bit of radiance come through, and that's probably coming through from that, a bit of juiciness coming through, which I'm not mad at. I like that. I like that. I like it a lot. Do I have a face powder? No, I don't. And I don't have a concealer. So what I'm going to go and do is do some concealer, prime my eyelids, and set my face down and push a bit of hydration back into it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so first up we're going to do something with these crazy brows that I've got going. I've got the Brows On Demand 2-in-1 brow pencil in the shade Taupe. Okay, so 2-in-1, it's got a felt tip. These might be a bit light. I thought the brown that was with it was going to be too dark. And then a really fine, it's pretty light, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so let's start with doing some strokes. That's not bad actually, because realistically, while I said it's too light, it's better to have a bit of dimension than the blocks I can sometimes do. And see, I've got a few gaps here at the moment. I tell you what, from my cheekbones up, hair is falling out. From the cheekbones down, top lip, nasal hair, hormonal chin hair. Let's be a bit kinder to women, Mother Nature, Mother genetics, whatever. Okay, so that's stopped. I'm probably going in too light with a too light a hand because I'm trying to keep them fine strokes. Alright, I'm popping that on. Let's get into this. I like a micro brow pencil. And I'm just going hard now because, yeah, there's some big gaps there I've got to fill. Imagine if I lost all my eyebrows. What would happen is I'd lose my actual brows and then just all the raggedy strays would stay. Can you hear Jelly snoring? She's got ants in her pants. She's not long been up, but she wanted to come in here with me. Let's just brush that out. I think it is what it is at the moment, in that I really needed probably a mid brown and they didn't have one in there at the time. Oh well. Oh well. Cheeks, eyes, cheeks, eyes. Let's do eyes. What have I got for lips? I'm trying to work out what to do, because I've got this and I've also got this. But what colour have I got? I think we might do cheeks. Let's do this. I can do that another day. So this is the Essentials Pocket Eyeshadow Palette in Fortune. In Fortune. Okay. Let's just... I really like this shade. I liked it in the pan and it's translating exactly what I thought it would. I would use this even as just a one and done, this one as a one and done on a shade that you don't really, on a day that you don't really want to do a huge amount, just straight up through the crease, up and out. It's a nice shade. Yeah, that's really cute. It's a nice cool tone. It's a nice cool tone. I'm just going to take that under the eye as well. I've got a thinner brush that I'm going to use to darken in a minute. Just take that under. And again on this side. right now that I've done that. Clean it off again. These you can get through the SHEGLAM website as well. I think this one was actually a SHEGLAM one. Rightio, let's darken up. Oh, she's dark. Go in softly, softly, just really on that outer corner bit. She dark. These feel quite creamy too, by the way. Now see how I've just literally put it there. I'm cleaning off this brush now. And I'm going to diffuse this out because I don't want it to certainly be any darker than it is. The plan is to lighten it up as we diffuse it, which is what it is doing. Clean this off again. And diffuse that up and out. Here she goes, snoring again. Or just heavy breathing. I swear she's got sleep apnea. Okay, so this is quite a cool tone. So if you like cool tones, just touching up there and here. Now, across the top of the eyes, we've got this pink. Ooh, what's going on there? Hey, God, there was something on my eye. You see that? Pop that all across the lid. I'm going to sit in a football stand, fully made up, with a puffer jacket on and a cap with a full base of makeup. Yep. That's all right. I'm not as fussed on that particular shade. Let's go in here. I have got a couple of other products I can put over the top of this in a second. See, that's a better shade. And maybe it needs to be put on with a brush. My stepson was like, said to his father last night, because he went to stay at his girlfriend's, "Oh well, I'll see you tomorrow at football, Dad." Because, I'm not going to lie, if it's rainy or really cold, I will be like, I don't want to go. And I use it for filming instead. So I have to go. And he wants to think himself lucky because this weekend I have 3 Mamma Mia articles due. I have at least 3 videos for this week due. I'm working on an article for my Substack. Come on. Right, so I have 3 other eye products here. I need to put my glasses on because I'm just trying to work out what I want to do. I have a big and bright eye pencil. So that might be good for the inner corner, though I don't think I need any more brightness on the inner corner. I have the shade Rosé. I have the Crystal Jelly Glaze Stick in the shade Rockstar, and I have the Creamsicle Eyeshadow Stick in the shade Lush. Let's open these. So that's, that's the Creamsicle Eyeshadow Stick. We might save that for another time. I think this is going to be the wrong shade as well, possibly. This is the Big and Bright eye pencil in the, they're dang near identical, in the shade Rosé. That's that there. Hold on. So they could look really nice on the eye together. And then we have the the Crystal Jelly Glaze Stick in the shade Rockstar. Ooh. They're all so similar. Look. Far out. That's really cool. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is really cooling. Look at that! And it dries down. Holy shivers! Because look, that's not moving. I like that. That's been on my list for a while to get. I like that. That's so cooling on the eye. Probably need to just go in and redefine my letter curve. Let's go in there. She bright. There's fluff. There's fluff. Got it. I have an eyeliner here. Online creamy eyeliner in the shade brown. Let's just do it in our waterline, shall we? Oh, she's creamy too. Look at the shimmer on that. Oh, that's tickling. My waterline is sensitive today. I have been very allergy prone the last few days. I've been sneezing like nothing else. I've been on the antihistamines. I don't know if you can see it because I've put some Dermade on it all night. My arms were driving me nuts. I was rashy. This comes with a sharpener in the back side of it. That's a really nice cream. Now, we have 4 bronzers and contours. This is interesting. So I've got a stick, which is Cool Tone, Soft Tan. I've got this in the shade Golden Sun, which I don't have. And then I've got a nose contour. So let's start with the nose contour. This is the shade, is it Umber? 02 Umber. So it has a light and a dark end. I wonder which one's which. Oh, and she's Cool Tone. Like, that's it there. Down over my bony bit. Under the nose. And then I don't go all the way up this side because you can see here, this is where my nose is collapsed in. So I don't need, I use that as my guide because I'm trying to get this the same. My nose is crooked, it's always going to be crooked. But by only going part of the way up, I'm not pushing that in any further because it doesn't need it. Underneath the lip here. And then fillies up, sneezing, and then we've got a white. Don't know what I'm going to use that for, but let's just do that, shall we? I'm using an eyeshadow brush just for now, just to soften that blend. She's chiseling the nose sharp. You'll probably use your finger, use the warmth from it. the nose with that. She defines it. I need to work on getting my nose a bit straighter. Anywho, if your nose isn't as munted as mine, you might like this a bit more than I do. I'll get used to it. Let's go in. Let's compare these two because, as I said, one is a stick crayon and one is these little dabby. But I wanted to compare, I'm starting to run out of room, wanting to compare the difference in the shades. That is definitely a contour. And I've got the contour version of this. And this is definitely a bronzer. Good-o. So, let's contour. That's all we're doing there for that one. That is super cool tone. Cool tone. Let's blend this down. It's blending super easily. Look at that. That just blended out like a dream. Let's see what this does. I'm going to use this side and pull up. That's giving you a better look if I turn my head more to the side. I'm not too stressed about this at the moment because I'm going to bring bronzer into it. Let's pull this up using the bigger side now. That's better. I wanted to keep the smaller brush initially on the blend out to not move it too much. Pull that down here. I could really carve out my face with that. But I haven't gone too hard because I want to use this now. Oh, do I put it straight on? Let's do it. Just starting with 2, shall we? Oh, blends out beautifully. Are we going to be left with the dots, so can you see what I mean? This is a really nice shade for pale people, Golden Sun. Because the shade I think that I had in this was a little bit darker. This is really neutral. I like this. I like this one. That's really nice. It's not too pigmented because there's nothing worse than when you end up going really heavy ham with the bronzer. Not that I've been known to do that at all. Oh, that's really nice. Full glam at the football I'm going to be. Really like that. Now cheeks, I don't have anything new, but I do have these two from them. It's Philly making coffee there. I think Risky Business, I think, is still about. So let's use this one. This is a nice, I've had this for a few years now. And it blends out, as you can see, really well. That's the one thing I'll give these. And We don't judge on this channel. A lot of people are like, I absolutely won't touch these products, saying how crap that they are. They're actually not bad quality. I've never had a reaction to anything that I've used off there. Oh, yep, still like that one. That one's had a fair bit of use. Have I got highlighters? Couldn't choose which highlighter I wanted. So I have a stick and they're all pinks. I have a multi and I have this. We're going to test them all. This one, I wish I'd actually got, I just got caught up in it all. I wish I'd actually got the champagne-y one. Let's, oh, I'm going to go back and get the champagne-y one. Oh, I like that. Then I've got this stick one. Oh, that's more. The light's not catching that as well as what it did on my finger. Then we've got that one. That feels really nice too. That feels like glass skin nice. And then we've got this one, which, right. Oh, hello, it comes out white. And it's got, I don't know if you can see, depending on the way that I turn, it's got green reflect. I'm not going to use that one today. Let's do this, shall we? Tap, tap, tap. So that's going to give you that glass skin look without any powderiness to it. So it's just going to give you exactly what I've just said, glass skin. That's quite fleshy coloured, so it's not going to put a cast or anything on there. It's just going to give you juiciness. This is cool. But of course, I am going to use this. Am I going to use it there? Probably not. What am I going to do when my flower brushes all die? Because like this is starting to get bristles come out. I've still got about 4 of them, but I am going to cry once they're all gone. And this, I love this brush for my highlighter. Oh. Shall we? Let's go over that. That's going to grip to where we just put that, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me. And they do, like I've seen on the ads, they just roll it on. I'm not doing that. Highlighter is back. I like that. Got a couple of lip products here. I've got a lip liner. These are more nudes and browns. This will still work. Let's go in. All the products are going to be listed down below. This is a really fine tip. Again, sharpen it in the bottom to sharpen it to a fine point. All products will be listed below. Look at that shine. Far out. And I don't know if you can see how there looks like there's a white line around? We start to lose pigment in our lip as we age. And that is actually where our lips end. It's not overlining. It's actually going to where your lips go. I look in the mirror here straight ahead, right? And it looks pretty even. And then I realise how much lower this lip is. It's weird. And I'm just going to fill that in. Just filling that in. I quite like that liner. And then we have Crystal Glaze Moisturising Lip Care. And I've got a brownie sort of shade, so I don't know if this is really going to match what I've got going on here. It'll work. Oh my god, it smells like chocolate. Nice juicy lips. Nice juicy lips. Before I go in with mascara, I have the Locked In Setting Spray. Let's see how we go. Because let's make this all skinified now. Okay, this feels really cheap. But the mister is really misty. Oh, I like how that sprays. Does that unscrew? I really hope that unscrews because I really like how that sprays. Let me just fan this down to dry it. Look at that. Look at the glow. So you can still have a really juicy face even if you're wearing a matte product. Mascara. I have, let me just curl my lashes. I have these two. I'm going to go in with the brown today. I took this away with me to Queensland at the start of the year when we went on holidays. And it has this thickening, volumizing end. Look at that. And then it has the lengthening. I really rate this mascara. I do. And then this is the lengthening. Do you really like to hook on the outer corner? I can't get over this shimmer. Holy dooly. It's so much better than what I thought it was. Just back over with the volumizer. I didn't want to put black on because like this is already enough. So that is, oh look at that fuzziness. That's where we're at. What do we think? Hopefully I'll come back and report in after we've done and dusted with football. I'll have been out in a lot of weather, so it's going to look rough. Wind, Tassie, cold weather, in a grandstand, wind blowing at me, lunch, all of that. But oh, I really like this. I really, why am I going like this? I really like this. Yeah. Love it. Really happy with it all. Was there anything I didn't like so far? No. So hopefully I will see you shortly. Okay, so we are at 8 hours later. As I said, went out and about today. What are my final thoughts on this? I love this still. My makeup looks a little bit, let me get a closer mirror. I'm looking a little bit cakey. Definitely up around here I'm looking cakey. But I'm a bit hot at the moment. I've just finished doing some ironing. Yes, I still iron, I'm old. I think some of the cakiness is more to do with possibly this Revolution powder that I used as a setting powder as opposed to the actual product, because yeah, I really think it's more to do with that powder. So I'll be really interested to try this. I'm really liking all of this here. Love the bronzer, love the contour. This stick, fantastic. That eyeshadow was okay. I really like the cooler tone. That little shiny topper, loved. What I want to do, just as a matter of curiosity, so I dusted this over with this, right? What I want to do is, let's see, this is the less intense side. I mean, look at that. So it is nicer when it is diffused. But it's not bad. It's not my favourite by any means. It's not my favourite from Shein. I think I pretty much prefer all their other foundations that I have used over that so far. I love their balm, and I don't normally like balm ones. Their balm is my favourite, and their liquid foundations are fantastic. This is good though. It's pretty lightweight on the skin, which is good to mention. I am looking like, I look like I need setting down a little bit to take it off. Yeah. Is there any real duds? I don't think so. That was okay. Like I said, I liked that. The shimmers in that aren't particularly great, but I will be using them throughout the coming week, so I may end up coming back and pinning a comment on it to let you know if there is any update. Yeah, that blush, that highlighter, really like them. Yeah, just that I was out in the cold, had to wipe my nose a lot. I've had allergies like nothing else. It's not showing up. I've taken an antihistamine. I had a general anaesthetic this week, and I think I'm having sort of reactions post that. Yeah. The brow. I should have got a dark shade. I think it would have worked a lot better had it been a darker shade. It's looking a bit patchy now. Other than that, I'm pretty happy. It's not the longest wearing, doesn't need to be. If I've got 8 hours of it, I'm more than happy. So, until next time, my loves, let me know what your thoughts are on any of this. Did any of these products interest you? But before we go, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends to come along, hang out, subscribe, all that jazz. Until next time, take care. I will see you soon. Bye. Mwah.